So in today's video, we're going to look at both Perplexity AI and how we can actually use Claude 3.5 Sonnet, one of the latest and best models out there, to do many different things. This is Perplexity Pro, right? So you just have to pay for $20 a month if you want to use this. In this case, we actually get to choose what different model we want to use. So you can use Claude 3.5 Sonnet, Sonar Large 32K. I think that's by Facebook, right? Is a Llama 3. And GPT-4o as well. So if you want to use GPT-4o, then you don't need to pay ChatGPT if you want to use it here. You can also use your image generation model, right? So there's Playground version 2.5, DALL-E 3, and Stable Diffusion XL. So let's look around Perplexity here. In this case, I'm going to choose Stable Diffusion. We'll use that later. So it really depends on the task that you want. There's also this Pro section here that will just do simply more research for you. It will take things step by step, but it's not really like an AI agent where it'll go out and do this thing, then do that thing. I've tried that. That doesn't work. So this is a search that I just did recently. So I just said my niche is kickboxing, do some keyword research for my new website. Whoops, I spelled that incorrectly. And find low competition keywords, then write 5 articles. So this is what I was saying. I tried to make it do everything step by step, but it wouldn't do that for me. But as you can see here, there's different steps of its research, right? It did all this research and then it did that. And it came up with this different, outlines for my articles, right? So not bad, right? Not bad at all. And yeah, that's all it did. It didn't actually go out and create images and things like that for me, unfortunately. But you can search here at the side for images if that's what you want. But then I said, now write the 5 articles that include images for me. And yeah, it didn't really do that for me. It said that it was doing the different steps, but it didn't really. It just did one article, right? That's one article, and then that was it. So one thing you can do on the Pro plan is convert something to a page. So just click that there, and it will create like a blog post for you based on what you are searching. So it is now writing my articles, right? It's going, heading first and then writes the paragraph. You can also add the media here. You can add images and different things. So kickboxing versus boxing. Okay, so yeah, that's not a bad little article. You can also add your own sections and stuff like that. I've tried this with a few, maybe 8-10 articles, and they're not ranking on Google at all. And I know that they're not getting any pages here. So it says curated by me, Connor Martin, but I'm not getting any traffic to them as of yet. I've tested it out. It's not working for me. It seems like only the ones curated by the Perplexity team are the ones that are allowed rank on Google. So one thing you can also do is change this image. That's a bit weird, that image, but let's say you want to generate the image. At this point, then it's going to use the model of image generation that I chose. So I just chose, an image there that it will create, a photo. That would be nice. So there it is, and you can just edit it like that. It looks pretty realistic. Not exactly realistic, obviously, but it's a pretty cool photo. I quite like that. There are still some things wrong with it. There you can see the ropes are all over the place, but the guy looks pretty realistic. So a cool tool, but to be honest, you can't publish this really. You can't really do much with this, can you? Because if you publish it here, it's not going to get you any traffic. So you need to still copy it onto your website. One thing I've noticed recently is this Discover feature. So this is where they're actually curating different news stories, right? And not by people like me, but just by the team themselves. So one thing that's really cool is you can actually see the amount of views each one of these is getting. So obviously, if you do something like this, right, it's got 3,000, 3,000, 21,000. Okay, so yeah, OpenAI and Apple, that's obviously going to create a lot of interest, right? So let's have a look at this story. Yeah, so like I was saying, it says it's curated by the Perplexity team. And yeah, it's just gone through the different stories. So one thing I would think about this is that this is like a super, important, relevant topic. So you could talk about this, find this to talk about on your LinkedIn or your X, right? And people will be very interested in. So one thing you can do to create these news articles is actually Journalist AI. So this is a tool that I recommend, right? So you can take the topic here from Perplexity AI and you do an AI news topic, right? And just copy it in there and then create create your news article. Again, so you can publish it on whatever, Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever you publish. If you have an AI newsletter as well, that's a good idea. Right, but the great thing about Journalist AI is basically it does the whole step-by-step part of creating a blog post for you. Another thing you can do is just, you know what I was doing earlier, tried to find 5 low competition keywords. You can find them with another tool. I use Claude for that now at the moment. And you can just copy in all your keywords here and generate an article for each article. So something that I was trying to do with Perplexity and I couldn't do, I can do it with this tool. So it has loads of different features here. You can connect to your website, right, and link to different pages in your website. Very important for SEO. You can add your own knowledge base. It scrapes the web as well. So excellent tool, right? And what I like most is that it connects automatically to your website and auto publishes, right? So what we really want to be using is AI and automation together, right? We want to use AI to generate as much text and images for us, and we can do that with this tool and then automatically publish it to our website. Save as much time as possible, so we're not clicking all the time. I sometimes go crazy clicking, just clicking my mouse all the time when I'm creating content, right? It's not really good for my mind, but it happens sometimes. Okay, so if you want to learn more about this tool, I'll leave a link in the first comment down below. You can see the pricing here. This is how much it costs. So it costs $39 per month if you want 100 credits per month. Okay, so that is like basically 100 blog posts. You can just do, you know, 100 keywords, right? And then publish 100 blog posts automatically to your website and really get it started, right? And if you do it properly, it should give you lots of traffic. Lots of people wonder if AI content ranks in Google. I've done it. I've published hundreds of blog posts and they are ranking in Google, just not on Perplexity pages just yet. So that's it for this video on Perplexity AI. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Any thoughts? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching the video. See you soon.